Well, hello, everybody. How y'all doing? It's your old pal, Country Biscuit. And you probably can't hear me. What's going on, everybody? It's your Uncle Country Biscuit. I'm going to be real with you. These ain't prescription, and I can't see a damn thing, so I'm going to take them off. We're going to do a little half-breed today. I'm going to be half Country Biscuit, half Flip the World, so I can see. Y'all like my new little Posty Malone? I'm just kidding. I found this. I used to have gauges. They just haven't sealed up. What's up? Everyone can hear. Everyone can see. You guys can see me sweating. I'm sounding louder than I did last Sunday. This live is sponsored by Hydration. This is just some high quality H2O. Kidneys and liver are back doing their thing. We are feeling good in the neighborhood. Don't forget, old Country Biscuit's going to be giving away the ultimate scrubber as seen on TV right there. Tell you what, this thing is all-purpose cleaning appliances for all your jobs. 101 cleaning jobs. I tell you what, tile, toilets, bathroom, car detail, laundry, trim, shoes. That's what caught my eye. Right there. Everybody's in the habit of giving away stuff on Whatnot, and I found this in a dumpster, so I figure we'll give it away on a live show because that's how we roll here. Oh, well, let's say hello to the people. What's up, Devin? Panda? Stacy can hear me. What's up, Marcus? Devin again. I do look better, right? I mean, other than all of this sweaty hair everywhere. It was like 106 today, everybody, and I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I'd flip that. What's going on? Jeanette, welcome in. Guys, I was doing, so if you have never seen who Country Biscuit is, that's like my alter ego. I used to do him for like comedy things that were not, basically, if you have an alter ego, you can get away with saying things that you yourself wouldn't be able to get to say. Not that I was saying horrible things. Oh, that's annoying. Blech, eating my beard. But Country Biscuit would just be able to say funny things, and he kind of went away. I used to use him a lot on my personal Instagram, and then I decided with this whole Whatnot thing that what I noticed from the reseller community that does Whatnot is, and no offense to most of them, but it's pretty boring. And the whole concept of Whatnot is to be entertaining while auctioning things off. So I'm going to focus on being more entertaining and then just hopefully sell some stuff too. But I'm going to use it as an avenue to try and just introduce people to the hilarity or the insanity that is my brain and see if I can grow a following that way, just by being entertaining. You know, like if you watch the old infomercials, like Billy Mays, like nobody really cared about how good OxyClean was. They just wanted to see his awesome promos. And then the Flex Seal guy, like, I don't even care if the stuff sucks. I don't even own a boat, but the fact that he cut one in half and then glued it back together and took it out on the water, yeah, I'll buy a can. So I'm kind of going for that route. I want to try and be an entertainer that just happens to sell stuff. So I'm in the thrift and contemporary category, which is new. It's a newer category, so there isn't any specifics. It's just stuff that you find at the thrift. But during my onboarding, I'm such a nerd. I took notes. The people that are doing the best on Whatnot are niching down and only doing like, this is going to be an all jeans Whatnot. This is going to be an all toys Whatnot. They're not just selling like whatever they have in their clutter house. So I'm going to be concentrating on, like, if I do shoes one day and then the next auction will be jeans or whatever. Also, yeah, you're right, Stacy. Growing this mullet out is really, really starting to get to me, because I hate hair touching my ears, because then it touches my glasses and it touches my sideburns and then it drips down my beard and then it drips onto my shirt. But you know, the things you do for content. I'm starting to get a little shiny in here already. Jesus. Anyway, so that's what my goal is for, what's up, Rusty Bucket? for Whatnot. Whatnot is rough for a quiet guy. Yeah. So see, that's if you're not a outgoing person, you just have to have really good stuff. I do want to get the lenses replaced. I had another pair that was like even more 80s dad. But I don't know where they are. But yeah, I was either think about that or just get some contacts and then clear lenses. But yeah, these are the gentleman or ma'am, I'm assuming these are gentlemen that had these before he passed, and I found them at the bins, was blind as hell. So yeah, so if you're doing your onboarding call, it's basically like a Zoom meeting with 60 people, and you just be on mute, and then they just do a PowerPoint. So it's real simple. And then you have a 2-minute quiz at the end. Guys, this is not this isn't a Lone Star or I'm not tapping the Rockies. Don't worry. It's a 7.5 ounce Diet Coke. I should have told you it was a full size, and then you'd think that I have gigantic hands, but it's just a little one sipper. I don't know why. Why you would need to drink a small baby Diet Coke when it's already diet. Anyway, I like to chase it with my water. So yeah, back from the dead. What's been going on? I wanted to show you some awesome bootleg DVDs we picked up at the bins recently. Annie, thanks for joining. Just again, just all we can do is send our heart. I don't. Thank you for joining. We got this Michael Jackson live in Japan bootleg. You had to get that. James Brown live at the House of Blues. This isn't a bootleg. This is a real one. Had to get that. Beyonce live at Wembley. I'll think that's in England. Prince, the year 2000. Oh, yeah. And then the unauthorized Notorious B.I.G., Bigger Than Life. It's all new music pickups recently from the bins. You guys know we love music. Also, Stacy actually got this. Somebody in our neighborhood posted that they were moving and they were getting rid of everything. They just put it on the curb. Again, I still can't speak. So we went 1999 Juvenile, the G Code full-size promo poster. Yeah, you know I had to get that. I think I'm going to end up auctioning it off or do it as a giveaway on Whatnot. But yeah, that's pretty sick. Use a fire. Won't you back did it? Sorry. Yeah, other than that, just living LIVIN, man, just trying to stay sane in a world that is just going down the toilet. As far as what we've been doing on the reselling side, we're still hitting the bins. We're going through our inventory right now. If you saw our last video, we are going through our storage unit to make sure that everything that we have is listed, mostly on our new shoe side. I don't know if people do this regularly, but I just printed out by SKU because all of our new shoes are in boxes. So A1 through A61 and then B1 through B26. And each box originally had 25 pairs. So as they sell, obviously the boxes have gone down. And so what we're doing is we're condensing boxes so we can make more room because we're trying to just move everything into the one 10 by 30 storage unit because I don't think it's necessary I don't think we necessarily need the second storage unit anymore. And that would be a $250 savings per month that we could buy more stuff at the bin. So anyway, I printed out each individual SKU, which you can do. And then we're just going through the boxes and checking them, which is extremely tedious. It's 106 outside plus whatever it is in the warehouse. So I'm dropping LBs like crazy and sweating on everything. What's up, Philly Flipper? Mr. 11K, Mr. 600,000 views. How you doing? Mr. Sending people lobster, macaroni, and cheese. I like food. You could send me something. Actually, no, I don't. I do. I mean, we run everything at, we run our stuff at 5%. I don't know. I know eBay recently changed the promoted listing stuff. And recently when I was looking, at our, whatchamacallit, I know I just went away because I clicked on the screen. We were looking at our rankings, in category on eBay. Jesus, I'm sweating like a, well, there's so many horrible things I could say. Like a priest at summer camp. It says that if you promote at 5%, you become part of the 10% search engine. Search rank or whatever. I don't know. Anyway, so we started moving our stuff. But speaking of jeans, you can see my nerd out that I did on Terapeak last night. I wanted to look up the top selling brands for the year, because on Terapeak you can actually go and search 1 week, 30 days, 90 days, 100 and whatever days, and also 365. So for the year, American Eagle women's jeans, average sale price is $16.55. Average shipping is $8.52. 74,457 pairs have sold in the last year. A total of $1.2 million in revenue on American Eagle women's jeans. American Eagle men's, 1866 is the average sold, 892 is the average shipping, 34,500 pairs, 645K. So that right there lets me know that more American Eagle women's jeans sell than men's, which is why we source more women's jeans, American Eagle brand. Levi's was the interesting one for me. So Levi's women jeans, 1868 is the average sold price. 93,283 pairs have sold for 1.7 million. Men's jeans Levi's, $23.69 plus $9.51 shipping, 264,000 pairs, 6.2 million. Men's Levi's jeans are the number one selling brand on eBay. So obviously we source more men's Levi's than anything. And then I just picked two other brands. Lucky Brand, because we find a lot of those. Lucky Brand women is 862,000 for the year. Lucky Brand women is 465,000, and Lucky Brand men is 862,000 for the year. So again, men Lucky Brand sell better than women. And Miss Me doesn't make men's jeans, because that would be kind of weird, I guess. They would be called Mr. Me, I guess, or I mean, who knows? It's 2022. They can be whatever they want. 872,000 as well. And then Ralph Lauren polos. This is just something I wanted to look up, because I always hear tech and sports talking about Ralph Lauren polo shirts are like the best investment on eBay. You're not catching me with that Joe brand. I'm gonna be like, what Joe brand? And you're gonna be like, Joe Mama. Anyway, Ralph Lauren polos men's average sales price is $19.73, $681 shipping, $1.3 million in sales of just generic polo shirts. So we don't sell those. It's just something I wanted to look up, because he's always talking about it. What's up, Dana? I did see you jump in there, but I was babbling numbers. So of course it was a proper intro. Yes and no. So our backyard is like a kid's jungle. So plus it would have to be like a large shed. But yeah, I've thought about it, or at least like moving to a different house, getting a different house that has one, or a warehouse. But for right now, our storage unit is right down the street. And what's crazy is our 10 by 30 is only $150 a month. The 10 by 20, the one we're trying to move out of, is $250 a month. And when I questioned her, like, what the hell? It's smaller and it's more money. It's the more popular unit, so it's costs more. So that's the one we're trying to get out of. Anyway, what's up, Dana? It is legal. We just don't tell anybody about it. So with everything that's being overturned and that's now illegal, being vegan is still very legal in Texas. We just you have to look like this so no one believes it when you tell them you're vegan. There's like, he's joking. That guy's funny. I tell you what. Was that a joke, water boy? Yeah, see, you weren't catching me with that Joe brand. See, sold a couple polos today. And then you're part of the Tekken group, so you know what's up. I know Daily Refinement's also part of it, but I just say it's the Tekken group because we all know he's the brains. Oh, yeah. So last Sunday, you totally would have had me because I'd have been like, Joe, what brand is Joe? I'm going to write that down and look it up, man. Joe Cool? Confused male jeans. So anyway, that's what I do when I can't sleep is I get on Terapeak and I look up nerd stuff, or I print out our inventory and decide that we're going to go through all of it and sweat profusely. That is, that's the fun side of reselling that nobody makes videos about because nobody wants to watch fat, hairy guys sweat in the gym, in a storage unit. The overturn. The summer slowdown. Let's talk about it. Who's having it? Who's feeling it? Who believes it? Who doesn't believe it? Is it the Easter Bunny? Is it Santa Claus? We obviously, the listing went down a little bit for the time that I was not able to do it. Stacy was still pumping stuff out, but obviously we weren't sourcing as much, so we weren't doing our daily listing goal was not being hit. Obviously life happens. So we dipped a little bit, but now we're back into it and everything seems to be back going the right direction. I think we have like 26 or 27 sales today that we're going to be pulling for tomorrow. We've really tried to start doing daily. I mean, we've always done 1 day handling. So we've always done the next day shipping, but now our post office, well, not the one close to our house, unfortunately, but the one a little bit down closes at 2 on Saturdays. So we've been trying to do some Saturday shipping as well, even though I don't like working on the weekends. So Sunday is the only day we don't ship. So today's sales will go out tomorrow. So we can get our little corny package photo. Yeah, so I noticed that too. I mean, obviously, when I got into doing YouTube, I learned nobody watches analytic videos unless it's vidIQ, and then you watch like 2 of them and realize they're all the same, which is kind of funny because if you listen to the Tech and Sports podcast, which I listen to every time they drop one, he just says the same thing over and over. Like he's a broken record, but it's good because he's consistently saying the same thing over and over, which is what his whole thing, his spiel is about. So if you watch one, you pretty much know his stance on everything. It's really just Chris that brings in some different stuff, but that's kind of how it is with any kind of analytic videos. It's the same thing over and over. Still selling, but at a lower profit margin. I'll take the 5 instead of the 10. I think that's what you have to do, honestly. If things are slowing down, obviously inflation, we're possibly heading towards a recession. People are going to start squeezing onto their money. Gas is up, so everybody's spending more money on gas, more money on groceries, less money on wants. But school's about to start. So people are going to be back looking for deals, and we are hoping to capitalize on that with our new shoes that we still have. We have lots of kids shoes, and I'm going to be pumping it on Facebook to my friends. Like, hey, you got kids? Hit up our eBay store. We're taking offers. We'll do local stuff. You're flattish. eBay flat. But you do a lot of like arbitrage stuff. So I imagine your Amazon is cranking it out. Well, give it a morning to you. I don't know how Amish people talk, so I just pretend that they're Irish. Amish, Irish, it's the same thing, right? Oh no, that's a rickshaw. That's even worse. I'm not doing that accent. You can't do that in 2022. I would love to see you in a rickshaw. I took one time with a buddy of mine. We went to a Texans game, and they have little people, like if you have to park far from the stadium, they have people that'll do like bike rickshaws. Oh my God. It was like riding on the back of it. I just was staring at the person's calves, waiting for them to explode because me and my buddy are large gentlemen. So I was just like, this dude's going to pull a hammy. I was like, fat guy in a little rickshaw. Yeah, they got horse and buggy. I just read it quick and then I was like, wait, rickshaw. That's rickshaw. Oh, canceled. Dude, I don't know. That's my problem. I do not have a clue, and I'm in no like rush to do it. I know I should be, but I'm just like, I really have to get out of this storage unit before the 1st, so I don't have to pay it. So I'm really focused on that, which honestly, if we just cracked it out tomorrow, would be done. I'm just gonna have to take like 6 shirts to the warehouse and just change them every time they get soaked. But part of me doesn't want, it's going to sound weird because I went through the steps and got approved and did the onboarding and everything, but like I'm going to have to take the photo of the item off of eBay and then upload it to the live so it has all that stuff, or just go pull all the items and then take an actual like crappy picture, not a nice one. I need to go through and look at how people do it and see what's going to look the best for me. But again, I'm supposed to be a character. I'm old country boy. So I think if I have just like a basic picture, it might actually play better into the entertainment part. See, I didn't even know you could do that because when I was doing the onboarding, it said that pictures are required. They also said they're going to start cracking down on people that use excessive profanity because apparently they said it without saying it. And again, I'm not that big of knowing the ins and outs of whatnot, but they pretty much said that a lot of the younger vintage kids are like got real potty mouths. And they're going to start cracking down on that. Or just source one day at the, yeah. So that was what I was going to do. It was going to be like Country Biscuit's, knick-knack. No, I can't say knickknacks because then people think it's like little stupid, precious moment figures or dumb dolls. But anyway, something like that where it's just like I go to the bins and whatever I get that day is going to go on whatnot. But then it's not going to be like niched unless I like go to the bins and I'm like, I'm only looking for jeans. I'm only looking for shoes. So I think part of the reason that they're talking about doing pictures the most is because they're the new buy it now feature. They said that all you have to do is if you take the photos. So let's say I take photos of 50 things and I do my auction and only 35 things sell. The 15 other things, I literally just create another live. Let's say I'm going to do a live 4 days later, and you can just move all that stuff over to there and then leave it running. So it's like an online store. So even though you don't have a live going, all the items that you have photographs are actually buy it now. Someone could just buy it without having to do a live. I don't know if it's worth it. I have an eBay store. I'm not really into like the thought of having another store to maintain is not something I want to deal with. So that would be pretty insane. I am going to try I'm going to adjust the camera so it's not more like shipping supplies and more of like my cool wall. I was going to try and just use my computer for the live and just stream it this way. And then that way I have my phone for other things or doing dual screen or something like that. I know you like precious moments and dumb dolls. That's why I said that they were dumb, because they are. Only thing precious about a moment is it leaving. I also do winner's choice auctions. So my items are legit just called item 1, 2, and 3. I don't even know what winner's choice auctions mean. Oh, where you have like 10 things and whoever wins gets to pick one. Yeah, they're not a fan of that. At least the lady that did my onboarding call, she said no spinny things. Like I guess people are doing those, like Wheel of Fortune. I don't know. I was hearing a lot of no's, and Country Biscuit doesn't like hearing no's. I want to hear a lot of yeses. Anybody go see the new Elvis movie? I got to see it. I haven't seen it. I want to see it. I don't know if you can see it. That's a lot of see it's. Got my new final Jurassic World or Jurassic Park popcorn bucket. And then we got the cup somewhere. That movie. I don't care what Rotten Tomatoes says. It was great. It was a good way to send off the characters. And 30 years of my life is now over. The app snaps a photo of the item as you sell it. Oh, yeah. They said they take a 3-second video of the item, of who won it, and then of something else, just in case there's a dispute. But it seemed very seller friendly, which I liked. Yeah, see, you'll never catch me doing sports cards or opening cards or card this or that. They should be a fan of it because they want more money. I don't know. I'm waiting for eBay Live to come and just destroy it, honestly. I mean, I'm excited because, again, I'm going at it as I'm going to try to be an entertainer that just happens to sell shit. But I think if eBay Live drops and then they do like the first year no fees like they did when they dropped the sneakers over $100, I think it'll just crush it. But again, the other part of me thinks that the younger generation is attached to Whatnot, kind of like they were with TikTok, and it's going to keep it going. Plus all the actual people that are on there selling collectibles, like cards, like high-end cards and Pikachu goblin ass eaters or whatever they're called. I think those people are keeping a lot of money too. And then you're getting influencers in there that are like we're giving away a purple Lamborghini autographed by some random guy that has, what's his name? Air Rock? I don't know. I don't keep up with enough YouTubers. I'll do 70 plus $4.95 shipping. Would that work? Oh, no, that wouldn't work because those are $130 shoes. This is that guy I posted the thing when he was like, what's your lowest? And I said, people that ask that usually can't afford the answer. His first offer on these, what are these? Air Jordan Retro 13s. His offer was $1 plus $4.95 shipping. I assume it was a typo, but I just sent an LOL decline. And then he said, no, seriously, what's the lowest you can do? And we've gone from there. So he went from $1 to $55 to $65 to now $70 plus $5 shipping. He seems very excited about these shoes that he's not going to get. I know we should light them all on fire because they're not worth anything. Probably. It's always sports card guys. Like I don't know. I never was into cards. I never played video games, so I don't know. eBay spends more advertising money than any other platform, though. That's the thing. That's the crazy thing. Is people always say that, but they spend more money on advertising than any other platform. If you actually look up the research, it's just, what are they advertising? That's the thing. Like, they're not attracting the younger market or the hype stuff. I don't know what they're spending their money on, but they spend more than anyone else. Guys, that's not a pig. That's our dog. I think you've met him before, Max. He's blind, so he's walking into walls and snorting. Oh, yeah, he's deaf too, so he didn't hear that. My eBay is slow, but Poshmark is going strong, but I do jewelry bags. Jesus, Max. Don't come this way. Don't come this way. Don't come this way. Hold on, guys. He came this way. Go on, buddy.
Sorry. It's not me.
Stacy, calm down. That wasn't Max. That was Stacy snorting the whole time. I'm just kidding. She's just crawling around on the ground next to me going. Wait, 622, isn't it? 620. It's 626. So did we already miss it? Yeah, Tom. Man, I miss Tom. You know the weirdest thing about Tom from MySpace is he has an Instagram, and so I feel like he's cheating on all of us. But he sold MySpace, so who cares? But yeah, Tom lives an awesome life. Yeah, but anyway, I block people, but sometimes I just like to mess with them. So this person seemed like someone I can mess with, so I'm messing with them, and then I'll eventually block it. I'm telling you, Dana, look it up. I sold $200 worth of cards on Whatnot in 2 weeks, but it's a lot of work compared to, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. Yeah, no, for sure. 1,000%. That's the problem. They'd rather go to StockX, Goat, Grailed, or Depop or any of those other sites. So every selling platform has their target audience. Like obviously Depop is going more towards the younger, hypey kids, and Poshmark obviously is geared towards the women's fashion, and nobody knows what the hell's going on with Mercari. eBay is the old tried and true, like, eBay is still stuck in its ways, but they're like slowly trying to adapt. Even though they make more money than anyone else, they're still like reluctant to like make the changes they need. Like they just rolled out the thing where it says that the buyers has the money. So if you accept the offer, it's immediate pay, which is awesome. I mean, it should have been that for ever, but they're working on it. Yeah, so that's another thing that really annoys me about Whatnot is like the people that they're using to do the promos and the influencing. It's just like those are the people that I want to hit with my car. So it's hard for them to sell it to me when those are the people that I want to run over. Wait, Panda, it says I blocked you. I didn't mean to. What the hell did you say? Wait, can I undo that? Did someone else do that? I think I was messing around with I'm sorry. I don't know how to fix it, but when you come back in 5 minutes, just know that I'm sorry. All my friends are dead. Tom was our first friend, and he didn't ask anything of us. He was like, hey, welcome to MySpace. You like music? Throw some up. You got something to say? Throw it up. Generally. Yeah, Mercari is just like an Australian toilet. That thing just goes the wrong direction. You know what I'm saying? I do like that concept. Yeah, so my goal for Whatnot right now is to just jump in, try to make as much fast money as possible, and then use that money to buy more inventory. I'm really just looking for the quick flip. Like, I really like Chris Daily Refinement's 250 items, 7 days a week mall brand crap that he pays $1 for, because that's kind of where I'm at. Like we get our stuff for around $1 to $1.75. So if my average sale price is $5, like I'm still, doubling my money, and I'm moving stuff very quickly. The problem is having to ship all that crap. But no, don't block Panda. I don't know. I don't even know what he said or what they did that I don't know. What's going on, man? I see you're out there just like snagging homes and investing the world, and I'm just getting back to being a normal, healthier jackass. What's good, man? Just looking at the viewers per stream, and the 20-inch seems to be a lot less than 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so I think as they open up more categories, it's going to be going like that. Like, so like the category that I got accepted in was vintage and contemporary, and I don't even know what the hell contemporary means. I was just like, whoa, it's attached to vintage and thrift contemporary. Apologies. I was just like, I see the word thrift. I don't know what the hell contemporary means. So I guess I'm going to be selling couches that I find at the I have no idea. But I like that because it's an open-ended category, meaning you can literally sell anything and just be like, I got it at the thrift, so it counts as a category. But mostly I'm probably going to just be doing shoes and clothing just to move it fast. And then what I'll do is, since we have so many new shoes with our used shoes, is like every live I'm going to mix in like a couple pairs of brand new shoes and then see if they get run up. And if they don't, then I'll eat it. And I'll only eat it a few times before I'm like, hey, screw this. I'm so sorry. I have no idea what the hell happened. I've never done that before. I mean, even I'm a moderator on other people's stuff, and I don't do it because I'm just like, whatever anybody says. So I apologize. Contemporary is just like modern stuff. Okay, so yeah, I won't be selling any of that. I'll just be selling thrift. Yeah, pretty much. I'm just going to be like a dancing idiot, and hopefully people will throw money at me and get something. It's like,
hey, you want to see me run my head into a wall? Buy this shirt for $6.
You know, stuff like that. I mean, I'm at that age now where I don't care. Whatever. It's basically my whatnot is going to be OnlyFans, but you're going to pay for me to keep my clothes on, and you get something sent to your house as a thank you for making me keep my clothes on. Oh, you're crushing it, man. And then, you know, you always can just call up your contact and get just gaylords of books put in your garage. So you're living the dream, my man. I am. I'm doing much better. Oh, you said we missed the first eBay live beta, and I was like, I don't like that. Block. I swear I don't know how I blocked you. Yeah, pretty much. Flip the world till the world blows up. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. Country Biscuit's only whatnot. And I'll just have like little flip the world stickers over my nipples. Speaking of flip the world, I don't know if you guys saw, drop some new merch. If you want to check out the Etsy store. That's another thing I've been doing with my lack of sleep is just getting on Photoshop and designing stuff. Not only do I have overalls, but I have a couple pair of very high cut dad shorts where the pockets are longer than the shorts. But I don't think Whatnot's ready for that. I don't think I'm ready for that. But I do have some overalls that I think I cut those into shorts too. Yeah. Oh, the other thing, I guess I'll just say it. There's 30 or so people in here. Since Josh pretty much let the cat out of the bag when I sent him hey man, there are people going to FlipCon. Southwest is like 50% off right now. Tickets are really cheap. Stacy and I are going to FlipCon. We got our hotel. We got our tickets. I'm doing something crazy. I can't tell you what, but just know everybody will leave that 2-day event knowing who the hell I am. That's for sure. I'm hoping I get to fly back and I don't get arrested. I'm just kidding. I'm not doing anything that crazy, but yeah. So we will be at FlippyCon. I mean, they named it after me, so I have to show up, and it's going to be a great time. I am not on the panel, but I am going to drag a chair from the back of the room all the way to the front, and I'm going to sit on the panel and just force myself to be part of it because I'm pretty sure I could beat up everybody on the panel. So I win. Although Dalton might give me a run for his money with his good little goddamn looks. He's too cute to hit. I might have to just tickle him to death. Yeah. You're waiting for me to flip on a table or flip a table? I'll do both. I've done both. We played a one of my old bands, we were on tour in Philadelphia and we were playing some venue, and one of the bands was performing, and I was doing merch. So I'm sitting at our merch table, and I just stood up on our table and I did a front flip onto a table in front of me. And then that table broke. And then like I squished like 5 people. And then some guy came running out with a crutch. He had a crutch. He just came running out and tried to crack it over my back. It was a wild show. The band was called Bad Luck 13 Ride Extravaganza. If you ever want to look up a band that is just terrifying, they literally like threw a bucket of thumbtacks out into the crowd. And then they have like bats with barbed wire on. It is a very entertaining band. It gets you all hyped up and make you do dumb stuff. So I was like that fat little weird juggalo kid that always says whoop whoop and jumps onto something with barbed wire. That's what I did. But I did a front flip onto this table. It was I don't know why, but that guy with the crutch scared the hell out of me. We're both now. Okay, so I'll do a flip first, and then I'll get up and I'll flip the table, and then I'll get escorted out, and I'll be like, I thought you liked me, Josh. Should get overalls, a kiddie pool, and a blow-up bowl for Whatnot. Oh, man. If I could do Whatnot outside and not, like, melt, I would totally do something like that. Like, God, I don't want to say that. Never mind. There's, again, these are just things I know. I'm not a member, and I don't watch them, and I know that sounds horrible. They were like, okay, yeah. Trust me, Stacy would not have any of that. But I know there are people that make a lot of money on OnlyFans, like sitting on cakes, putting their feet in cake, and eating things. Like people like to watch people eat stuff. So I was like, oh, well, I'm just gonna like smash cake with my feet while selling stuff on Whatnot, and people will be like, this is weird. I got so many crazy ideas, but I don't like cake that much. So I'm just going to be Country Biscuit, or I'm just going to be the English character, because then I don't have to wear glasses that I can't see. I'll just talk like this, because I think people will actually pay more if they think that you sound smart. They're like, oh, this guy's British. He's not going to put anything shit on me. He's going to sell us everything. Yeah, I mean, obviously that's that is the goal, my friend. If I do my first Whatnot and I lose money, I'm just gonna flip everything and just leave, and then just make a YouTube video about how I lost all my money and Whatnot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I should have jumped on that like years ago and just been like a foot fetish OnlyFans, and just I smashed things with my feet, and then nobody would ever know that it was my feet, and I would just rake in all this money. That was in my head. I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna film myself smashing stuff with feet. I won't talk. Nobody will even know it's me. And then I'm like, oh, you idiot, you have all these tattoos on your feet. People would be like, wait, I've seen that before. Is that no? That can't be. And then I'd have to be like, yeah, guys, it's me. Sorry. I like money. Hot Tub Time Machine live auctions does sound funny, though. Yeah, a lot of people like the English one. It's just I get nervous because there are certain words or things that I still don't know, like the you guys hear Stacy over here snorting again. Must be dinner time. I'm just kidding. It's Max, guys. Maxie dogs. But yeah, so I need to watch some more movies or get some dialect down, or just avoid saying certain things. But yeah, I think that people trust a British accent. If I could do a Canadian accent, I think that would even be better, because, you know, right now Canadians are just like, we live above meth addicts. Because that's what our country is right now. We're just like all methed out. But yeah, I was trying to think about how to do a British accent, but it also be a redneck. But I don't think they have British rednecks that I have ever imagined. Oh man, it feels good to be back and feeling good and getting back into the swing of stuff. Tomorrow we are going to clean out this freaking storage unit and get all our solds done and prepare for hopefully a video Tuesday. I got to charge this here GoPro. I got to start working on my top secret FlipCon video, and that's it. Just keep listening daily. That's the goal. I am working on trying to come up with some ideas for some stuff outside of the well, it's not outside of the resale space, but basically some stuff to, how do I describe this? What I'm trying to come up with. I'm working on some things. I'm just going to tell it to you like that. That's about the best I can do. I'm working on some things that hopefully will turn into something that'll help the reselling community. Maybe not the pros, but hopefully as this community grows with all the new people that are getting into it, and especially if we go into another recession where we see more and more people getting into resale. Obviously, we know that the secondhand market is exploding. That's why stores, brand name stores and companies are actually starting to sell their own products secondhand. They're actually purchasing them back from people and or buying them back from wholesalers and then rebranding. I've said it before, Nike is starting to open up secondhand stores. Levi's is going to be doing it. Not Hollister. I can't remember the other. There's some clothing stores that are starting to do trade-in and buybacks from stuff like that. So if you need vegan restaurant tips in Charlotte, I can help. There's two. Yeah. So one of the things I'm going to do, because, FlipCon is catered, I'm sure I can't eat any of that crap. I'm going to try and sell my food to other resellers. I don't know how we're going to be sitting. Hopefully it's not like a wedding where it's just like round tables and you have to like sit with whoever. Because I don't know. I wouldn't want to sit with me. Or maybe it's going to be like high school where, we just have everybody just like, I'm going to find out where all the cool kids sit and the nerds and the Hellfire Club and the band geeks and all those people. And then I'll just sit on the floor. But yeah, I've already started looking it up. My sister lives in Charlotte and my parents live like 30 minutes away from Harry Tornado. I always tell them like, hey man, I'm going to send my parents to your house just to bug you. So yeah, we'll see. Drew Family Adventures, moving into a new house next week. We'll have a dedicated, that is awesome. Dedicated reselling space is so underappreciated. I used to do everything out of this small office area, and I still do all the shipping here because I don't want to do it at the storage unit, even though I have like the electric converters. We have the converter boxes that aren't gas. Is that what they're called? I don't know. Anyway, so we have power there. There's no internet. It sucks. I could do the whole like hotspot, but the internet there sucks. But I don't want to sweat while I'm packing stuff. So we just bring everything home and I do the shipping here. But yes, a dedicated space is awesome. We take all of our photos at the storage unit. I do it a little different than everyone else. Like we have a photo box for our shoes, like a small one, but for all our clothing, I do just a lay flat. I got a foam board. I just take it outside of the unit and pop it up against the door, the storage unit door next to me. And then we just take our photos that way. It's natural light. So every picture looks the same and it's awesome. And I don't have to buy all these freaking LED lights and tape them up and zip tie it and all that crap. So, and then when I'm done with the photos, I just pick up the foam board and move it back inside the unit and we're done for the day. I am going to bring a rack probably because we're going to start doing pictures a little differently. We're going to try some hanger versus thumb, tacks. But and then I noticed everybody that sells clothes on Whatnot has a freaking rack. And I don't know why that annoys me, but it does. So I was trying to think of a way that I could do it differently and not have a rack and look like everyone else. So, my first thought was I'm just going to have the tree in my front yard. I was going to do the Whatnot Live outside and just have all the stuff hanging in my trees because I figured that'd be good, as the whole, hey, y'all, this is all the stuff we're going to be giving or selling today and doing some giveaways. But then, an hour of me melting like an ice cream cone doesn't sound good. If I go, I want to say, yeah, Hellfire Club for sure. I cannot wait till that show comes back. That was like the one thing that I binge watched with Stacy, like every night while I was dying, like while I was at the height of my whatever was wrong with me. Oh, that's the other thing. In case I didn't update you guys, for $4,200 later, nothing. Doctor, specialist, what were they called? Whatever they were called. No, they couldn't figure out what was wrong with me. They just said it was a febrile illness, meaning I had a virus. They don't know what virus. And that was it. So glad they went to school for 12 years to tell me that they don't know what I had. But anyway, at the height of my dying, we were watching it at night while I'm like melting into the bed because I couldn't stop sweating. Don't worry. I was laying on towels. And then my fever was so high that like I was delusional as to what was reality. So when I got to the ER, I was telling the nurses about these crazy dreams about me floating above my body and monsters. And I was just like, I don't know, Stranger Things, the Hellfire Club. I don't know. I wish that they could record that stuff and then play it back for me, but they told me some of the stuff and I was like, that sounds cool. At least I was being funny while I was dying. Yeah, see, I don't know. Like, I don't want to be the one to classify who sits where in the cafeteria of FlipCon, but judging by who's going, I know there's going to be some 7 degrees of separation. Artemis Hall and Oh My Soul Googled them. Okay, sounds good. Yeah, it's rough right now. It works for us, but it is 4x8. It's like $15, and then since it's foam, you can actually use push pins to like hang your things up. I'm not a fan of the Sherpa. I know that's, if you go to dailyrefinement.com, he'll give you the breakdown of exactly what to do. Again, his is stationary. He used a rack. He just didn't put the shelves on it. And then like he zip tied LED lights, which if you're at a storage unit, just go outside. The natural lighting is going to be your best lighting ever. I don't like Sherpa. I'm just not a fan. Yeah, clothesline. Oh, yeah, for Whatnot. I like that. That's nice. Yes, there you go. Infectious disease. The old STD people. They couldn't tell me what was wrong with me. I don't have any STDs. Thank goodness. Because Stacy, you and I have some explaining to do. Yeah, they don't know what was wrong with me. Yeah, the show. Exactly. Yeah, so it was 103 plus temperature for 6 days straight. And like it would come down to like 102 and then it would go back up and then it would go down and then go back up. And so, my brain was just boiling in its own juices. It was pretty cool. I do like their setup. Again, if you can set up inside with air conditioning, it's perfect. Because they can just do 2 and then just ba 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 ba. I smell popcorn. I haven't looked at it, but I heard Beavis and Butthead coming back to review TikToks. I think that movie just dropped, actually, and that would be hilarious. Mike Judge, If you have not seen the movie Idiocracy that Mike Judge did with not Owen Wilson, is it Owen Wilson? It's one of the Wilsons, the one that doesn't have that thing going on. It's pretty much where we are now in the world, but he made the movie like 20 years ago. It's spot on. Anyway, watch that. So if he's doing anything that has anything to do with Beavis and Butthead, like making fun of people, it's going to be hilarious because his brain is similar to where mine is, or my brain's similar to where his is, I guess you'd say. Yeah. Yep. It's nuts, my man. They're opening them up more and more because of all of the Amazon overflow and then all of the Walmart returns and Target returns and all of these big stores that are doing online shopping now. And then also people are returning stuff. The store can't resell the stuff. So the new thing is to just send it out to these little stores or do like bulk queue or something like that. Luke Wilson. Yeah. The less famous Wilson. I like money. Dude, I don't know. My favorite person in that movie, and he has like I think it's a he. I can't remember because it was borderline. It's just the greeter at the Costco type store. It's like, hello, welcome to, I love you. Just, what? I don't know why it's my favorite. Yeah, Paramount Plus has the new Beavis and Butthead. 8:55. We're going to wrap this up in about 5 minutes, people. So, again, thank you for everybody that's been tuning in. If you're watching this on the repeat, I got to get all this stuff out of the way. If you're watching this on the repeat, make sure you hit the thumbs up and like button. And make sure you follow us on Instagram at FlipTheWorldTX, on Whatnot at FlipTheWorldTX. We're eventually going to do one of those live auctions. Well, actually, Country Biscuit's going to do it. And we got a Facebook page, but I hate Facebook. I know it's everything owned by Facebook, but I'm just not a Facebook fan. But if you want to follow that, you can do that too. And most importantly, the YouTube. Make sure you subscribe, hit the thumbs up, because this is the main one that pays other than eBay. So everybody hit the like button now. Everyone in that Idiocracy is wearing Crocs. Yeah. Exactly. And look what happened. Have you seen the and again, I don't know if these are like fake or if this is real, but have you seen the Croc cowboy boots? Holy crap. I have never worn a pair of Crocs. I would buy those and I would wear them with my short shorts or my coveralls and my old fart hat. And I'd be new boot goofing. That's what I'd be doing. Also, Terry Crews, President Camacho, that was probably one of his greatest characters. He's done a lot of awesome characters, but that one was so good. Jesus, that's such an underrated movie. I think everybody should have to, like, they should show that movie in like 8th grade, like some class. You should have to watch that movie and then write something about it. But now every kid, no child left behind. So they don't learn anything anyway. Yeah, anyway, that's a great movie. That's it. Let's wind this thing down. Hope everybody enjoyed hanging out. I enjoyed everybody hanging out. Panda, again, I apologize for blocking. I don't know how that happened. Again, y'all, that was not Stacy snorting. That was Max, I promise. Here's my thing, though. I don't want to go down a rabbit hole because I'm trying to wrap this up, but I think more people need to be offended. I think that is what we need. I think somewhere within the last 15 years, people's skin got really thin, and I think we need to harden it up again. And I'm not saying bully. I'm not saying be mean, belittle. I'm just saying, who cares if something offends you. That's a you problem, not a me problem. Like if you're hitting me with a stick, that's a problem. But anyway, I'm not going to go down the Dave Chappelle rabbit hole, but I think more people need to be offended. I think it's good to be offended, because if you're offended, then that means your brain's going to turn on and you're going to think more, hopefully. And maybe you can do some internal processing on why did this offend me when it shouldn't, because who effing cares? Anyway, people never play the old Call of Duties. If people said that was said back in the day, everyone would be canceled. Oh yeah, exactly. Like I listen to the kids playing Fortnite now, and I'm just like, whoa. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Y'all have a great week. Lots of sales. Pump up those numbers. I want to see some more. Get those rookie numbers up. Get your listings in. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.